going on, everybody? Welcome back to Dad Does Videos. You are staring at some old gold builder grade non-turning knobs or handles that lead into another room in our house. And what I mean by non-turning is you just push them, right? There's no latch or anything like that. You just use them to go in and out of this other room. As if you couldn't tell by my description, I can't stand them. These have been here since we bought the house. Either the previous owners were too lazy to change them, or they really like them. But we're gonna upgrade here and use these Schlage satin nickel replacement doorknobs. You need one for the left-hand side, and then you need one for the right-hand side. And you can actually see on the box itself, right down here, it says specifically for left-handed doors. So you're gonna need, if your setup is like mine, 2 of these and then 2 on the right-hand side, because at least for our purposes, we have the door handles that we need to replace on the other side. It's really quick, it's really easy. All you need is a screwdriver. And it doesn't matter what side you do first, and when I say side, I mean the exterior of your doors on the flip side, because as you'll see when I remove these doorknobs, the knob on the other side isn't connected to the knob on this side. So we're gonna go ahead, get our screwdriver, and just simply remove these screws. There's one right here, and there's one that you can't see as well, but right underneath that. Once you get those 2 screws out, the knob should just pop right off. You might have to pull just a little bit. Simple as that. As you can see here, we just have the holes remaining where those screws used to be, and this is still solid. Like I said, this knob doesn't connect to the knob on the other side. So we're gonna take off this other knob here and then do the same thing on the other side of these doors. All right, as you can see, we have our knobs off on this side, and then we'll flip it around to the inside, give you a shot at that. And we're now inside our room, and as you can see, we have our 2 knobs or handles off on this side as well. All right, now all we have to do is put our new handles on, and it's pretty simple since we're just replacing these. Like we talked about before, the holes for the screws are already there, they're already drilled, so you don't have to do any of that figuring out. So we're just gonna take our right handle first here, get our screws that came with it, and use our Phillips screwdriver to just simply attach these right to the doors. When I'm attaching handles like these, I like to screw in the first screw almost all the way. It allows us a little buffer room and a little flexibility. We don't go all the way in, because then what we want to do is make sure the bottom screw lines up correctly, and then we'll tighten when both of them are in there and relatively secure. All right, first handle attached. We're gonna go ahead and do the other 3 and give you a look at it when we are finished. All right, that's a wrap. You can see our 2 handles here on the outside. Don't they look so much better than those old crusty builder grade versions? And then once we go inside the room here, you can see our handles on the inside. And if you're wondering, these weren't that expensive. They were like 17, 18 bucks per handle. So I guess if you're looking at a setup like mine, you're looking at probably close to $80. But if you are looking at a closet that only has one set of handles from the outside, but opens the same way, kind of like a French door, then obviously you'd be looking at half the cost. Thanks for watching, everybody.